Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. I am Gina. I'm an independent Stamp It Up demonstrator from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and I am coming to you live in the Hive via the Cards by Christine YouTube channel, and thank you for joining me today. Today I have December's technique class, and this technique class is all about gift cards. The holidays are here, and many of us give gift cards or money a lot of times, so this is a great way to give it in something just a little bit pretty. So thank you for joining me. When you guys hop on, say hello, tell me where you're coming from. It's a beautiful day here. It's not sunny, but the temperatures aren't awful. Yesterday we had some snowy, sleety kind of stuff going on. Good morning, Angelique. Welcome. I hope you got your package, or it's coming soon, I hope, in the next day or two. Let's see, what else do we have going on? This past weekend, what you guys have going on, we did some baking. Actually, not really a lot of baking. We did a lot of candies and stuff. So I got together with Christine's brother, Mark, and his family, and we candy coated a whole lot of stuff. We made peanut butter balls, Oreo balls. Good morning, Deanne. Welcome. Chocolate covered pretzels. The kids, Friday night I made cutouts, and then the kids spent some time frosting them or creating diabetes to whoever eats them because there are so much sugar and sprinkles on top. But it was fun, and we went to a parade and did all that. So it was a really fun weekend. And then yesterday we had a little get together with John and Janet. They took us out to dinner, and we did a little Christmas with them. So that was really great too. So it was a really nice weekend, and hard to believe Christmas is only a few weeks away. It's unbelievable where the time is going. Hello, Margaret from Illinois. Deanne, you're in Illinois also, on your way home from New Orleans. Well, drive safe. I don't know what the weather's like around anyone. I don't think we're supposed to get any weather today. It's gloomy out, but I don't think the temperature's bad. So we'll take it. Good morning, Mary. So I'm going to flip us around and we'll get started, okay? So back on the 15th of November, I did the very first card for this series. And that was this card here. So you can link back to, it's in my Facebook page, so Glitter and Ink with Gina. You can follow me here. And it's also on the Cards by Christine YouTube channel. So on 11/15 this video was up, and so this was our very first card. So this was kind of a fun technique to open, using the countryside dies and not cutting completely all the way through, so that you get this nice little panel here and a little diagonal fold over the top there. So we won't be showing that one today, but you can check back on 11/15 for that video, okay? So our next card we're gonna do, good morning, Barbara. Margaret, you put up your Christmas tree and you're working on cards. That's one thing I need to get going on. I need to get going on my Christmas cards. I've been so busy with other stuff that I've kind of put that aside. And welcome, Jen from Ontario. Good morning. So here is our first card we're going to create this morning. A nice little, I don't know if you want to call this like a little Z fold here, and then a little slot right here to stick your gift card in. So we're going to start with a piece of shaded spruce in 5.5 by 5 1/4. And sorry, 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then we have a piece of DSP 5 1/4 by 4, and we're going to adhere that right away. What else did everyone do this weekend? Anyone going to holiday parades, or was anybody else baking this weekend? Okay, so now here's our Z fold part. So you're going to have, and it's all scored for you already. So we're going to go this way, burnish our edges here. Okay, so just like this. Oops. I want my card to open like this, so I gotta make sure my fold is going the right way. Okay, I'm going to adhere this down right away in the center. Okay, so now, look at this foil tree. I just absolutely love it. And I love the hashtag folder. The hashtag folder, I would say, has to be one of my favorites. It's a nice background, and it kind of, I don't know, in a way it reminds me of some pine needles. That's how I look at it. So we are going to do our decorating for our inside of our card. I'm going to start with shaded spruce, and we've got a little holly jolly. Now for these cards, I just kind of picked different stamp sets that I like to coordinate with. I didn't necessarily use all of the Merry and Bright set. I did use it quite a bit, but I pulled other sentiments, and you can do that at home. Pull whatever sentiments work best for you. Okay, so we're gonna stamp our holly jolly, and then I'm going to bring in my pool party and stamp a little present in the corner. And then I have a strip of white here. And we have Merry Christmas. Okay, there we go. So we have all of our stuff stamped. Close up my ink pad so I don't make a mess, right? Margaret, you went downtown Bloomington. Oh, how was that? Do they have a lot there? I feel like businesses don't decorate. You know, I was talking with my husband last night, and you know how Christmas, people don't decorate like they used to. Everybody decorated like the Griswolds when I was growing up. And so it's nice to see when some businesses are still, I feel like some businesses actually did a little more than they have in the past. So it's nice to see. Now I'm going to adhere. This is my inside piece. I'm going to adhere that. Looks like I put my inside pool party piece a little bit crooked, or I shifted it. Oh, well, that's handmade love, guys, right? Good morning, Mary. Angelica, this is one of your favorite folders too. I hope they keep it around for a while. It would be nice if they carried it into the new annual catalog when that comes out. Okay, and speaking of new catalogs, I think tomorrow we get to pre-order from the new January mini catalog, so I'm very excited for that. Who's excited for that? We have sale-a-bration coming up, lots of fun stuff. Now you don't have to, you could have taken just the strip and put any sentiment on it. You could have put these on here and just left them, you know, stamped them next to each other and left them as one big label, but I'm actually going to take these two and I'm cutting them down. Just fussy cutting, no so they might be a little crooked, but that's okay. Handmade with love. Okay, so we have that ready. We have our little tree base here and that. Okay, so our middle piece is where we're gonna put our little piece for our gift card or money holder, whichever you prefer. So you only want to place adhesive at the bottom of your strip. You don't want to place glue all the way around, or you will not be able to slide in your gift card. And I like to use tear tape when doing this. Angelique, you love the new bee set. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of that with Christine for the team. Oh, I need my white piece here. So we're going to put this on our white piece, just center it. Now you could, sometimes what I'll do is I just stick my bone folder like that, or my scissors, or anything like that, just to give it a little extra, so it doesn't stick so hard and you can slide things out a little bit easier. Totally optional, but you don't have to do that, but sometimes I feel like it helps keep it a little bit looser to slide your gift card or money in. Okay, so now our inside pieces are done. Here is for our outside piece. So I have the trees DSP, which is the opposite of the stripes. We're going to put that down. I love this blue color combination too. The blues and the greens all together. Just something a little bit different. I like to make cards using different color combinations. So I've enjoyed this one. This I'm just gonna put a little bit of adhesive at the bottom. We're gonna put our tree base there. And then of course, we are going to pop up our Christmas tree. Oh, Margaret, you're going to be busy this morning, it looks like. This morning she is organizing ornaments and decorations into boxes to give to her daughters to have in their home. Someday I'll have to do that too. My son has informed us that his friend bought a house and he is going to move in with him eventually sometime next year, and so I'll have to take all of his ornaments and organize them, and so that he can put them on his own Christmas tree someday. So good luck separating them. Sometimes I get caught up, kind of like my scrapbooking, or not my scrapbooking, my crafting stuff. You get so caught up in the memories and things like that you have, that it's hard to get through that big task that you're doing, because you're like, oh, I remember this was for this, or this was for that. So, just like when you're reorganizing your craft space and you get caught up with all the beautiful papers you have, and you're like, oh, I forgot about this and I forgot about that, or a long lost project maybe you started working on and put it aside. So good times there. Okay, so we're gonna hear our Merry Christmas now. Jennifer, thank you for sharing and welcome this morning. It'll help if I don't do this upside down though. Okay, so we have that. And that. And then all we need is a little bit of bling. Now, if anyone is looking for kits, I do have a few kits left, so please reach out to me if you would like a kit yet or want an extra kit. Excuse me. And there we go. We have our first card done. Really super easy. So just like that. What do we think, guys? Okay, for our next card, sorry guys, I have dry throat kind of going on and a little bit of sinus stuff. Our next card we're going to do is called Deck the Halls. And we've got a little Santa hat. Find all my pieces here. Okay, so we have this card here, Deck the Halls. I thought this was a fun card too. The Santa hat is from, it'll come to me later maybe. It has the gingerbread boy and some presents and this hat. Really cute set. And we're going to open it up like this. And here is our panel here on the side, okay? So, oops, I grabbed the wrong ink. We need Poppy Parade today, not Real Red. So we have Poppy Parade and Lemon Lime Twist. So, here's our card. Traditional card base, 4 1/4 by 11, scored in half. And then I believe, let me see if I got my note here. I don't have my note, but I believe it's scored at 2 or something like that. Okay, and we're gonna take and fold that piece in just like that. So it'll close like this. So we are going to adhere that right away. And I'm just going to put tear tape on my 2 edges right here. How many of you give out sending cheer? Thank you, Angelique. How many of you do send out a lot of gift cards or money instead of doing gifts? Do a lot of you do that? I have a lot of, I guess, teens and tweens right now, so they're kind of hard to buy for. They tend to want things that are a little more expensive, I guess. So for the girls this year, I've got quite a few girls to buy for. So we're going to decorate the inside of our piece. And it looks like I am missing a piece. Uh-oh. Quality control. If any of you ever find that if you get your kits from me and you're missing something, please, please, please reach out to me. Mistakes happen. I do have my children who help me with things sometimes, and things get missed and whatnot. So please feel free to reach out to me if I'm ever missing anything from your kit, okay? I won't feel, you know, I'm not offended if you call me out on that. I totally would appreciate that. So please let me know. Okay, so we're going to start with our inside piece, and we're going to stamp Making Spirits Bright. I just want to sing when I hear that. But you guys don't want me to sing, trust me. My daughter would be a much better choice than myself. We're excited because this weekend is a big concert weekend. For us, our high school does this huge concert. It involves the top choirs, orchestra, and bands. and they call it Night of Silence. And it is a night of where all of them are on stage, the band, the orchestra, and the choirs all at the same time, and there's no clapping between songs, and it's just song after song. And then they have different groups and things like that that will perform. They'll have a trombone group or a little strings quartet or things like that, and it's such a beautiful concert. And the entire stage, we're gonna put a little present here in the corner. Entire stage they have decorated with all of these different poinsettias. It's really, really a neat thing. And both of my children, Logan and Bella, were both able to participate last year in that, and it was such an amazing concert. So we are really looking forward to that this weekend. I think I'm missing 2 pieces from this kit, guys. Uh-oh. Okay. So I have my Deck the Halls. We're doing that in our Memento. I've also done it in the Lemon Lime, but I felt like the Lemon Lime didn't stick out as much as I wanted it to. So I've done some of these other cards here in black. Let me see if Chris can help me out. Got a few scraps here. And so I need gotta measure the right way, you guys. 3 3/4 by 4. And I'm sending things flying. Okay. Four and 3/4, and then we need, I believe this is 1.5 by 4. Okay. So now I think I finally have all of my pieces. Okay, so this piece here, this is gonna decorate our panel here. We're just gonna add some stars in Poppy Parade. Or we could add some presents. We could do that too. Let me grab a clean my stamp off here, and we're just gonna do some presents like this. And maybe we'll stamp off a few. So you can use whatever you want, present, star, whatever gets you excited. Okay, so I will adhere this piece that we made right here. So now we have our little gift card area ready to go. Put our lemon lime on the back of our inside. And then we have our Fellow La La La. It's going to go on a strip of lemon lime here. So what's everyone's favorite DSP in this holiday catalog? I have to say this is probably one of my favorites just because it's non-traditional. My second favorite would be probably the Joy of Noel, which is funny because it's the complete opposite of this and very traditional. So then I closed my panel just to make sure that I center this, and then we can adhere our inside. So there we go. Our inside is all done. And I don't think I cut this right, but we will see. Nope, I didn't. It is supposed to be 3.5. Did I cut it? 3 3/4. Yep. So as you guys can see, I easily make mistakes. It's okay, we can move forward from it and be able to trim things up the way we need. I have a hard time sometimes too. You get really pretty DSP on both sides. It's hard to glue them both down because you want to use both of them. Okay. So now we have our outside. We're getting ready to go here. We're going to put this down like this. Then we're going to find our Santa hat in here. Our Santa hat and his little cute puff ball. What about family traditions? Does anyone have any family traditions that they like? Anyone play the, oh, what's it called? Like, does anyone do the elephant gift exchange? Or does anyone go caroling? Okay, here we go. So we've got our hat put together now. And we're going to take our label. Here's my label. And I'm going to just pop up the ends of the banner pieces. So this way and the back of this. And we will put our deck the halls a little bit lower because our hat is going to cover a portion of it, okay? Oops. I forgot to put glue up here. Put glue up here. You put an orange in everyone's stocking, Deanne. That's cool. When I was at Target the other day, I bought new toothbrushes, and the lady at the counter had asked, she goes, do you put these in their stocking? And I go, yep, every year. I figure they need to have clean teeth with all the cookies and candy that they're eating. So I always buy everyone a new toothbrush, and that goes in their stockings every year. Does everyone do stockings? I know that's not something that everyone does is the stocking tradition, or some do shoes. What other traditions are out there? Jennifer, you guys do the saran ball game. We love that game too. And then you do right, center, left with it. It is a lot of fun to do that. We've done that. We've done it like that with kids. They like to play minute to win it games. So we do a lot of that. And we do the saran ball also. And we'll do it like musical chairs, so they have to unwrap, and in there is candy and gift cards and different things like that. It's so much fun, and the kids get so excited because they know like one more wrap and they'd have it, but you know, they have to pass it because the music stops. So yes, lots of fun things. We love to play games and things like that. As we were baking cookies this weekend, and the kids wanted to play, I don't know what you want to call it, but they call it the Oreo game. And the Oreo game is where they put the Oreo on the eyeball, or on your eyeball, and then you try to get it into your mouth. So they like to do that too. And, you know, we kept telling them all day, no, you can't do that yet, because we needed the Oreos to make the Oreo balls, the truffles, you know. And they're all like, can we do it now? Can we do it? Finally, we let them do it, and they were so happy that they could do that. Oh, it's so funny, the little things that get them all excited. So this little hat has a die cut hole. I'm assuming it can be used for a gift tag and stuff. So that is exactly where I'm going to place my little sequins, and then you won't even know that it was there. And there we go. We have our second card done. And almost done. We need a little bit of Wink of Stella, I think. Santa's hat needs to glisten. Does anyone do the hidden pickle in the tree? Does anyone do that tradition? And I forget how that tradition goes. We don't do it, but something about a pickle in the tree, and I don't know, do you get a prize for that, or what the meaning is of that if you make a wish? I guess I don't remember how that goes. So here is our second card today. Cute little Santa. Like I said, you could put gift card, money, whichever. Okay, so card number 2, done. So for our final card, we have this one. It's our Happy Holidays. So we have it, it opens like this, and our insert comes out, and that also is where we're gonna slide our little gift card or money, whichever. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So our base here is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 2.5 and 6.5. So one panel is actually smaller than the other, sorry. Jennifer, you didn't think anyone else plays left, center, right? Yes, we play left, center, right. Actually, Christine's family got my kids, they love to play marbles. Like, it's a board game that, it's almost kind of like Trouble a little bit. I never knew that it was an actual game. I think I've seen marbles with, what is it, Mancala? But we have never actually played. So the kids love to play, that when we're at the Bertrams. That's usually probably the game they play every time we get together, whether it's Easter, Thanksgiving, whenever we're all together. Okay. So now we're gonna stamp our inside, and we're also going to stamp our little circle. So our little circle, we're going to put Happy Holidays on here. We're going to stamp it towards the bottom and off to the right. Okay, so he's done already. And then for our inside, we are going to do Oh What Fun in Melon Mambo. And we're going to take our little star and put that off to the corner. So just like that, and that's in crushed curry. All right, so once again, our shorter, or I shouldn't say our shorter, our smaller flap. So this side is thicker than this side. This is the side that gets glued down, is the smaller side. And that's where we're gonna put our striped DSP and our crushed curry. So I'll put that on first. Ramona, your family plays right, center, left too? Yeah, it's a fun game. What other games does everyone like to play? Let's see, we like to play marbles. They also play Mario. It's a card game, and they do something with cards and they take things. I don't usually play that game with them, but the kids, Chris brings that game and the kids love to play it. The other one they've been getting into is Code Names, and it's almost like you get, I would say maybe it's kind of like Battleship in a way, where you get a card and then there's like red and blue, and then, oh gosh, I'm gonna get this all wrong. You have to get your people to guess your card. So you're either a blue or a red, and then there is, I forget what they call them. I wish I could think of the name of it. Chris would know it. If she was here, she would know it. But anyways, you don't want to get those guys. And so basically you have to get your team to kind of guess with clues one of the cards that's in their spot. Okay, so once again, I just did the edges here on the sides. Okay, so just like that. And then here is our larger flap, and that's where our polka dots and, oh, Jennifer, you played Code Names too. Very cool. Oh my goodness, your family gets pretty serious. I have to say, the Bertrams are very serious too about their game playing. I played spoons with them. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's an older game that, but they introduced my kids to spoons, and I played one time and I felt like I almost lost a finger. So I'm like, this game is too violent for me, and I backed out. But they'll play it. They get very serious out there, so you better bring your game if you're gonna play. Okay, so now we have our two pieces done here. I am going to just do our inside. We're going to adhere that to a piece of crushed curry. Okay. Oh, Margaret, your family plays chronology. I can't say the word today. Sorry, guys. Chronology. And you create a timeline by figuring out when things happen by date. Interesting. Is it a board game, or where can you find it? It sounds interesting. Okay, so there's our inside all done. We're gonna adhere our white circle to our piece of crushed curry. And we're gonna bring in Linky is fun. You are given clues after 4 and you have to figure out how they are linked together. Ramona, your family gets pretty wild with spoons too? Yes. I played it once, like I said, and I almost lost my fingers, so I backed away from that game. Okay, so we use the holographic paper to go with our light bulbs. And I'm just going to use a glue dot to adhere. Oh no, I just ripped my end off. That's okay, he'll be hidden. Margaret, you get crazy with spoons. All right, I'm forewarned, don't play any of those games with you guys. You get volatile here. Okay, so I'm going to use my glue dots, and I'm going to glue my first light bulb down like this, off to the center like that. We'll pop it up on the other side too. Then we're going to bring in our bowl maker. And use this really pretty iridescent ribbon and make a bow. Okay, so everyone's big game people. That's what we should be doing. We have our Christmas party this weekend, the Be Happy Stampers Christmas party. We should bring board games and play board games. That would be fun. Oh yes, we are definitely Uno family. My kids love to play Uno. We have Uno, Flip, and my son also made up rules too, where you can, the +5s and +2s and those cards, you can stack them. So if someone after you has a +2, and you just keep stacking them. I think one time my my husband ended up with like 40 cards in his hands. He's like, really? He thought we were all planning against him. It was hilarious. And he also has some other rules. I don't know where these rules came from, but pretty fun, and they get pretty competitive with their Uno game. We like to play Uno. That's a fun one. Okay, so now with our circle here, we're just going to add dimensionals to the top. We don't want to add dimensionals to the bottom, or we will close our card. So we don't want that. Oops, I think I'm going to move my bow a little bit. And there we go. So we have all 4 cards done now. So I'll bring all 4 in. So here was our first card. We've got our little flap like this. Here's our little Santa hat with Deck the Halls. And our flap on the side. Our Christmas tree with a little Z fold. And where is... Okay guys, it's right here somewhere, right? The very first card I showed you, it's right here. Right in front of me. Anyone see it? Wow, it could not have gone far. Don't you guys just love when you're working at the desk and the table and you find stuff is missing and you can't find it and you don't know where it is? I love when that happens. Okay. Seriously, where did it go? I didn't go anywhere. I've been right here the whole time. Anyone see it in the camera? I don't know where it went. It's hiding. It's on the floor, guys. Found it. Okay. Whew. And here is our card. And this one, like I said, was on the video on 11:15. So you can check back on my Facebook page. You'll find that at Glitter and Ink with Gina. Here's my contact information, my phone number, and an email if any of you need to reach out to me. So here are our 4 cards. So thank you for joining me today. I appreciate that. Sounds like you all have a lot of fun and you play lots of games. So maybe we'll have to do that at a team meeting. I'll have to bring that up to Chris and see if everyone's into some board games, and we could bring board games for some of our get-togethers and stuff. So I do have 4 kits left, so if anybody still wants a kit, please reach out to me. Hopefully, I lost my train of thought. Hopefully you're getting everything ready for the holidays. Christmas cards are being written. That's on my, yes, Ramona, probably right in front of my face. Well, it pretty much was on the floor. Happens to me all the time. I know, it's so frustrating because you know it's right here. You're working in a small space and you're like, okay, I didn't go anywhere. It has to be right here, and it's hidden underneath something. So I must have knocked it off in the process sometime today. So anyways, thank you for joining me. I will be here on Wednesday with a sneak peek for December's scrapbook class, which is December 27th. And that is the final class of the year for me. And then I'm adding more classes. Margaret, how much? The class is $18 and it's $22 to ship it. So it's $6 for shipping. So in the meantime, though, if I don't see any of you in between now and then, have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and oh, I was saying about my January schedule. I've added a few more classes and stuff, so I'm excited. We're gonna be adding some more classes, a regular card class, and then I'm also adding an in-person and online, kind of be more of a specialty class. It's gonna be Stamp-a-Stacks. I was thinking of a sampler class. Those of you who are bees and you went to On Stage, there was this cool kind of a mini album that was made with the hot air balloon set. So I'm going to try to make that. We'll see if I can create that and do that. And did I say samplers? I was going to do some samplers. I was thinking of a Mother's Day and a Father's Day sampler because we have a really cool guy tool set coming, sneak peek, and a really pretty floral set with some butterflies. So that is coming your way too. So once again, thank you for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday, and I'll be back here at 10 o'clock.